Baskerville. It's a story you'll only see right here on News Channel 3. A state police motor carrier officer is recovering tonight after being involved in a chain reaction crash during a traffic stop on Wednesday. Sergeant Paul Leonard of Paw Paw escaped a near-fatal situation when he issued a ticket to a driver on the side of the road near Niles in Howard Township. He dove out of the way of another car that came barreling down M60. News Channel 3's Lauren Springer had a chance to sit down with the sergeant this afternoon. She's live right now in Paw Paw with his story and a warning to drivers. Lauren.
Well, Aaron, Leonard says in his 12 years as a motor carrier, he's never had a close call. Tonight, he's thankful for his academy training and the approach he made during that initial traffic stop. Two things he says saved his life.
This was a brand new coat, too.
It's a reminder as fresh as the memory.
I remember thinking, this is how I'm going. This is it. I'm done.
As motor carrier Sergeant Paul Leonard looks at the uniform cut off him at the hospital for the first time following a crash.
He hit the mirror on my patrol car, and I immediately knew I was in trouble.
These photos are far worse than the outcome.
Fractured wrist, and that's basically it. Some cuts and bruises, but here I am.
Leonard was on his way from Paw Paw to Niles Wednesday to meet with his lieutenant when he stopped to sight a driver pulling a boat on M60.
I was facing him so I can watch traffic, and I happened to notice a vehicle that hadn't moved over into the next lane.
Leonard says if he had gone to the passenger's window, it would have likely cost him his life.
I noticed that he wasn't getting over. As a matter of fact, he was getting closer to the fog line.
That's when instinct and training kicked in, giving him a split second to run.
I heard the collision, and that's when that vehicle pushed. The vehicle had stopped into my right side. I guess I flew about 20 or 22 feet, I think.
The driver of this Suburban, who told investigators he fell asleep at the wheel, hitting the stopped car.
The impact caused the red SUV to spin around, and the rear end was about 6 inches from my face, and I remember laying in the ground and looking at the rear wheel.
Less than a week later, Leonard is counting his blessings and laughing, but says there's a deeper message with his close call.
When you're driving, don't get distracted. Pay attention to the road, the surroundings around you.
As for the sergeant, he's not been back on the road yet, but is already counting the days.
I'm ready to go back to work. Unfortunately, I have to get cleared by the doctor, but you know, this isn't going to faze me.
And Leonard's doctor's appointment is scheduled for Wednesday. He's hoping to get clearance to come back to work then, at least for light duty. He says his wrist hurts a little bit and he has some gravel still stuck in his hand from the roadway. But other than that, he's in very good spirits. He says he's been overwhelmed by support from the community. Of course, his post here in Paw Paw, even getting a call from the Indiana governor because he was treated at a South Bend hospital. He says he and the governor talked for about 20 minutes, and he told us tonight jokingly he's going to hang on to the governor's number because of his wrist injury. He might need some help mowing his yard. We're live tonight in Paw Paw. Lauren Springer, News Channel 3.